Hello everybody, what is going on? It's me, Scarecrow Gaming, and today I'm bringing you guys a new build, and this build idea comes from a comment section. It originates off this idea because Jan Johns, he commented on my Fallout 4 PS4 build throwing knife range. And in that build, I have stuck knives and stuff into a wall, so make sure you guys go and check that out so you guys can see how exactly I went about doing that. But Jan Johns commented, I'm building a blacksmith shop at Abernathy, and some of the knives and spears stuck in the wall would work area will look great. And the walls and work area, okay, I can't read comments with shit, but anyways, that kind of spawned the idea of an armorsmith, like that's similar to the build of a blacksmith. So I'm not sure if Jan Johns has uploaded anything, but make sure you guys go and check him out. I'm sure he probably has something. I told him I'd love to see it. But yeah, so that's what I decided to do. So I decided to build an armorsmith based off the idea. And I go to a flea market almost every year called Friendship where I'm at. You guys could probably find more details about it online. If you can figure out how to spell it, because I don't even know how to spell it and I go there. But with Friendship, there's these tents and stuff where people set up their trading stations and such, and there's usually a blacksmith or a weaponsmith or an armorsmith or some type there. And I kind of wanted to base my build around that idea, so I wanted to build up a tent. And originally I was going to use a small tent. You probably saw me delete it at the beginning. I was going to use a small tent that has the skulls on it, but it was just too small. Maybe if it was just a little bit bigger. So I went with the medium-sized one. And I think it turned out really nice. So right here, what I'm doing is I'm building the cauldron, or whatever the hell it's called, where the blacksmith, armorsmith, or weaponsmith places down the weapons into a fire, and it heats up the metal to where you could put it on an anvil and flatten it out to where it's more malleable. Correct terming, I hope? Malleable, yeah. So that's that. And the person I use actually for the armorsmith is Jake Finch, because he was with the Forged. It's never specified how long, because, well, time passes differently for each person's playthrough. I mean, I could go to Adam, or whatever the hell his name is, and be like, hey, blah blah blah, I'll go and check out, I'll go get Jake, and then I don't do for like a month. So Jake was with the Forged for like a month. So it's never specified how long he would be there. Usually, though, most people go to the Forged area like, not even a week afterwards. So I decided, okay, well, if he was with the Forged for like a month, then that means that he was probably there seeing and seeing how everybody crafted their armor and shit. So he probably learned some stuff while he was there. So not saying that he did, not saying that he didn't, but he could have done that. Just an idea, I thought. So yeah, this is annoying to watch constantly with me fiddling around with the Place Anywhere tool, but sadly mine doesn't work properly since I don't have the Contraptions DLC. So next up, what I do, I fiddle around there for a second. So I place down the armor station right here, and then I go about doing the next thing, which is, if it will, come on, stop fucking around, Scarecrow. Alright, there you go. I activate the effects toggle in CVA, and I go straight to the fire section. I use the robot fire effects, and I make this huge fire right here. I fiddle around with it, trying to get more. I don't think I did. So what I do next is I go and grab the tire pile. It's in the junk section in USO. Not junk section, but in the walls section. And I use that set of tires right there. And tires can burn for a long amount of time, guys, if you don't know that, because it's just rubber. So those tires, who knows how long they could last burning. And sure, it's bad for your health, but, you know, slavers and raiders don't know that, so hey, it works. Obviously, if you're making a blacksmithing or armorsmith for a different location or in a different set of factions, you can use what would be more lore friendly for them. But I figured tires would be cool enough, and it just fit in perfectly. So right here, what I'm doing is I'm making a counter or like a show table for the armor that Jake will be putting out. And it turns out really nicely. What I do is I put 2 barrels on either ends of that fencing right there. I thought about using that one, but I decided to use a more flat one, so I decided to use the red one, acting like it's an empty kerosene barrel. Make sure I get the height lined up, and then I bring it across. I do a couple things to make sure it's perfectly the perfect height, because I know I'm going to not get it right if I do it like that. So I take the pillar, and since the pillar can be kept at the same height when you do the hold X and then move your analog stick, you can basically just keep it like that. So I just bring it back and forth and get the height right. It takes a moment, but I eventually do get it. And keep in mind this is sped up by 2. So yeah, it ends up looking beautiful though, because what I do is I do have to move it over again, but what I do is I just use the place anywhere tool. It doesn't look too bad. Oh no, I actually grabbed the concrete wall again. So yeah, I just walk with it instead of using the analog sticks and the hold X. And then what I do is I go and grab the long boards from CVA, and I believe I only use 2, which 2 is plenty enough. But if you wanted to use 3 or something, that'd be fine. Or if you even wanted to place pallets on top of it to make it even wider, that'd be also fine. But I don't do that right there. What I do is I grab one of these colored pieces of wood, and then I have to sink it first. And then I go and... Come on. Grab it. There you go. It's very annoying that I have to keep on doing this, and I wish I had a regular place anywhere, because it'd make builds go a lot quicker, and that's why I prefer using place anywhere over like Rutledge and Pillar, because it makes builds go a lot quicker. So yeah. So what this area right here is going to be is it's going to be the sleeping area for Jake, since Jake is going to be at the armor station 24/7 because he has to watch his items since he keeps it out. And with the reason why I'm going to use the bed that I do is because if he finds a mattress, it's easy to make a frame for a mattress if you're experienced with blacksmithing or just bending metal in a way. So I'm sure Jake would be able to make the bed frame himself. I do think about putting these fences down. I'm not sure if I do. I'm spending enough time on it to where I think I probably do. Yeah, there we go. It ends up looking really nice. Like I said, your guys' probably won't look exactly like this because it's not in the same area, and I haven't been going about every step by step with my build process of Finch Farm because I want to keep secrets. And also, a lot of the buildings I build, they're very easy. Like the building that's right next to the Armorsmith station right there to the left of it, and even the bar that I'm standing on right there when I'm on the front porch putting the platforms on, it's very easy to build them. You don't need to see me just make the framework of the house and just decorate it with a bunch of bullshit. It doesn't really matter as much to see that, because anybody can build the shell of a house. It just matters how you decorate it. And I'm not going to do like 20 videos of me decorating places over and over. I want to give you guys something unique and something different, instead of giving you guys like 20 videos over how to do a junk wall or 10 videos on how to do a bar. It's just not needed. Now if I'm doing something unique with that bar, like making it out of pieces that like that most people don't ever use, then yeah, I'll do a build video over that. But like, say if I made this Armorsmith shop just out of wood, I wouldn't have done a build video over it. So here's the final tour. And I go through the road right here, I guess you could say, just so you guys can get a feel of what it'll look like when I'm actually doing the settlement tour itself. And I have to say, I really like how it turned out. I'll be quiet for most of the tour. The night tour turns out fantastic, and placing down each one of those armor pieces is a bitch, because I have to use Make Static. And the reason why I use Make Static over OC Decorator is because OC Decorator just doesn't work as well on console as it does on PC. Or even on Xbox. And I feel like Make Static just works better because you can position the item however you want outside of Workshop mode and then change it and then make a stack so it won't fly everywhere. I love that transition I did right there. I think the fire looks... I hope you do. making armor for everybody will make things right for you, Jake. But the fire right there looks really nice. I have fire barrel right there on the right, and just the fire emitting from the Armorsmith right there, not the Armorsmith, but the armor workbench itself, looks really good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Share this video out to all your friends and family on the Facebooks and the Twitter. And as always, make sure you guys keep it easy, keep sexy, and keep it active. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and have a wonderful day. Bye. Hello everybody, what is going on? It's me, Scarecrow Gaming, and here today. Fucking hell.